This is a very common question that I always get. It's such a struggle to answer that because there was never in a certain point in time that I ever felt that any of the failures was significant enough for me to consider it as a failure in how most people would look at it. Because I love failure so much to the point that I'm so used to it. I mean, I seriously do. I seriously love failure. And you cannot imagine how much I love failures. I look at failure as data point. I don't even look at it as, some people look at it like, oh, it's end of the world, oh my God, blah, 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 and all that. I look at it as just another data point, right? It's just another data point. There's nothing emotional about it. And I feel that I'm very blessed when I get a chance to fail. That is how I look at it. And what I mean by I feel blessed is because if I have a chance to fail very badly, right, someone up there must be loving me a lot to give me this chance to fail. Because that person up there probably believe that I can deal with it, and that's why he gives me a chance to fail. All right. So I look at failure as such a big blessing to me. I am so thankful that when I fail, because it just means that I'm going to be so much better the next time. All right. And we know this as a rule. We know this as a fact, because human nature is that we learn from mistakes, and when we make the mistakes, we just want to be so much better. So the key is that I am always hoping that I make as big of a mistake as possible. I lose as much money as possible because I just know that I'm going to be better the next round. That's why I find that it's quite a struggle to kind of pinpoint something. I mean, I literally fail hundreds of times every single day, I guess if you ask me, the only failure point is that when you give up. That's the only thing. I think for people who have not started yet, I think the key rule is to always validate your idea before you scale it, all right? And then if you're going to start a new idea, I hope that it is an idea that is scalable using the internet one way or another. That means hopefully we can use Facebook marketing or whatever to kind of promote it and stuff like that. Of course, some of you are going to say that, Vince, I'm not someone technical. I can't do Facebook marketing. Who is asking you to do Facebook marketing? Go and work with someone who knows how to do Facebook to work with you, right? You can't do everything by yourself. There will be friends out there who can do it and love your idea and willing to work with you and being your co-founder or something, all right? So again, it's not about you doing everything. It's about you finding people to do all the things that you don't know how to do. All right, that's entrepreneurship, okay? So if you just started, please make sure you validate, do some survey, online survey, whatever it is, and drive some traffic and see what people say about the idea, good, bad, or whatever it is, and then you make a decision from there. And then after that, kickstart the business, and if possible, don't try to use external money to begin with. Scale internally, all right? Don't get pulled in by all these startup dreams and fluff about, raising as much money as possible. I think half of that to me is just bullshit, all right? As an entrepreneur, you must be able to run that business, without external funding, all right? Or at most, all right, you should be able to build something out of it, with 5 to 10,000 ringgit to begin with. If you cannot make something out of 5 to 10,000 ringgit, you cannot make something out of 1 million, all right? That's just how life is. Number two, if you are already in a business right now and you're struggling right now, the first thing I need to tell you is that you got to restructure internally. If you need to cut, you have to cut. You need to do the tough decision, you have to. And in the worst case scenario, any one of you who are listening right now and you are an entrepreneur, you're running a business right now and you're extremely struggling right now and you're stuck right now, I want to tell you right now, if you are in that situation, I hope you're listening to this. Number one, it is better off potentially to even shut down the whole entire business if you need to, all right? Do not feel anything personal about it, because if you shut it down right now, you're so clear and focused already. 2 weeks later, get up again and start totally something new. You might even go 10 times bigger. That's what I'm trying to say, because some people are holding on to their business right now. Oh my God, Vince, I've been doing this for the last 10 years, 15 years. Oh my God, I feel something about it. There are people that I have to deal with, blah, 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 and all that. All these things there are a lot of entrepreneurs are in very, very bad shape right now, okay? And they are in a situation that they cannot let go. They feel so emotionally attached to it. I want to tell you right now, there is a maybe, I'm just saying maybe, it could be better off that you probably shut it down, all right? Nothing personal about it. Take 2 weeks off and be so clear-minded. You could probably see a new opportunity, and then you probably will go 10x bigger than where you are right now 12 months later, because of letting go rather than holding on to that ship, all right? And for the next 12 months continuously struggling. It may sound very radical and extreme, but I want to tell this because some people, they just cannot let go. I know it's not a nice place to be in, definitely, all right? I took a plunge on restructuring my companies on the first week of the moment I know about the lockdown. Within first week, we took a difficult decision. All right, I have to let go some of the people that have been working with me for the last 4 or 5 years. I can tell you, I feel so bad about it. But I realized that if the whole ship sinks, including me sinking in, right, there's no way we can recover from this, and there's no way we can help more people out there. So I hope I give you guys both sides of the perspective. Whether you are right now running a business and they're struggling, all right, you got to make a restructuring as soon as possible. Take the tough decision. and then rebuild again. All right. If you are starting from scratch, no problem. All right. Do some simple digital marketing, find out what people like out there, and then start making money out of it. It's so easy to make money right now. Don't be too careful. Don't be too slow. and I really mean it. Like you really should never be too careful. And the reason is because, look, all of us as an entrepreneur, we are literally trying to be a fortune teller. Think about it, right? We are trying to predict the future. And let me ask you guys, right? Do you think predicting the future is easy or difficult? The answer is none. It is impossible. All right. None of us can predict the future, but yet we are trying to predict the future. We are trying to predict what people will love, and we are trying to solve that problem and make money out of solving problems, right? So predicting the future is impossible. All right. We are trying to create a future, and this requires you to do things you have never done before in your life, and probably have never done by other people before in their life as well. So with that said, you cannot be too careful. If you are too careful, you cannot. There's no way you can move forward. I can guarantee you 100%. Because why? There's no data point to tell you anything. There's maybe certain indicator. You can do some survey. I mean, survey and validation is one of the process, but even then, validation can be wrong. Let me just put it out there. All right. Even the smartest VCs in Silicon Valleys have made mistakes before. So what makes you think that you are gonna be able to get all the right data point before you start your business? All right. Things is gonna go wrong for sure. All right. So don't be over careful, don't be over cautious, because you're going to paralyze and you cannot move forward. All right. And do not be slow. And the reason is because time is the only thing that you're competing with. You're not competing with anyone else. You're not competing with other business. You are competing with time. You're competing against time. Time is the only measurement that is constant among every single one of us. All right. You're not going to get any more time. The only way you can do is you got to find a way to do much more at the less amount of time. So be smart about how you do things. Be smart about how you can maximize your time. All right. If you want to live the life that you want, you got to do the things that people have never done before. There's never going to be an easy way out. If all of you are listening, I'm assuming that you want to be some kind of entrepreneur, or you're already some kind of entrepreneur. And I can tell you, whatever you go through, whatever hardship you go through, let me tell you right now, every one of us go through, and we go through 100 times even more as well. So you are not alone. But the journey at the end is very beautiful. So the question is that, do you want to spend the rest of your life working just like anybody else does? Or do you want to sacrifice your next 5 to 10 years to do things that people have never done before and achieve results that nobody has ever achieved before in their life? So to me, this is the two most important no. You cannot be too careful, you cannot be too slow.